Hey, it's Bad New.
What's up? We're back. Haven't done a podcast in a while. And we're just gonna talk about some random stuff. I feel like we should do movies first. So, like this time around, well, not personally me, but like the Academy Awards,
They were really, really
I
good.
think were really good.
Like, the best. This is the first time I ever even give a shit about watching the Oscars, like, ever.
Same,
like,
but
before,
I didn't give a shit enough.
before I was like, I'm not gonna watch award shows. Like, they're dumb. Like, why do they exist? And then I feel like for some reason this year I, like, woke up and was like, the Grammys are a thing that I should watch, and also the Oscars. I don't know what award shows I was thinking about. I guess like the Emmys. I feel like there's so many. And when you're young, you don't know which one is which, so you're like they're all dumb.
And then you grow up and you're like, there's a good four.
I feel like I only care about the Oscars and the Grammys because it's music and movies.
After watching the Grammys, I feel like after watching the Grammys and the Oscars, I feel like I only really care about the Oscars. But I would keep watching the Grammys.
I feel like the Oscars is like the most serious one of them all.
Yeah, like
that
one.
Serious award achievement type thing. The Grammys is less because they always fuck up the categories and they always give it to the wrong person. But it's still
shiesty.
Really nice. It's still like nice to see your favorite artist win a Grammy, and still, I feel like it's still worth watching.
Yeah, it is.
That's it. The Emmys, I'm not gonna fucking watch that.
Daytime Emmys, you guys. But no,
the BET Awards is just funny to watch.
It is funny to watch. That one's like, if I feel like someone's like, you've watched the BET Awards for the last 5 years, I'd be like, yikes, but also accurate. I could definitely see that.
I'm gonna like this.
But this year, my mom and my sister like almost watched every single movie that was nominated for Best Picture. I only watched 1.5, and I wish I would have watched more. But
you had the opportunity. You just,
I really,
like,
really
didn't
did.
Want to.
I didn't. I really, really didn't want to.
At first, it just started off with
I wish
me.
I would have.
Like, at first, I was just like, let me just watch all the Oscar-nominated movies that look interesting to me. So I wasn't, like, trying to watch every single one. I was just like, let me just watch ones that look interesting. I don't know. I feel like before this little experience, I was like, I don't know. For some reason, if a movie came out in, like, the movie theaters, it was, like, a big budget movie, I would just be like, it's not going to be that good. I just assume it's going to be, like, Transformers type, like,
Same.
You know, I'm just like,
and also that, like, I haven't been to the movie in a really long time. Yeah, you kind of just get detached.
You haven't gone to the movie. We haven't gone to movies in a long time, so we're just like, I would just be like, I'm not going to watch that. It's not going to be good. Because in my head, I'm like, yeah, like, kids, like, you know, like, old movies, like,
Steve Life Aquatic.
Like, these are those type of movies.
1 and 2.
So I'm like, oh, they must all be bad. Honey, let me tell you. They were all masterpieces. Like, every single one was... I didn't watch every single one. I watched a lot. Like, a lot of them.
I'm still gonna do it, guys.
Okay, fucking... Moonlight, obviously.
Oh my gosh, that's the one that I watched all the way through.
What else?
We're probably gonna go and see it again this weekend in theaters, and I don't think a bitch is ready. Like, I can't believe people even, like, they show this in theaters?
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Our brother told us to watch it in theaters, and we were like, alright, because we were still like, fuck movies and movie theater. Not fuck movies, but just like, I'm not about to go to a movie theater. Then we found one that was, like, super cheap. I can't believe people go to a theater and watch that.
Yeah, it would have just, I don't know, made me emotional, but Moonlight, obviously, a fucking masterpiece. Fucking, what else? La La Land, I know there's, like, they're all white, and it's a movie about jazz, and it's just, like, pretty much, I feel like if you don't understand why black people don't like that, imagine, like, a movie that's all about rap, and, like, the two main characters are white, but it's, like, all about rap. It's,
and
like,
they never bring up the elephant in the room.
I mean, he's not, like, he doesn't say, like, I'm white, but he talks about, like, when he talks about, all the greats of jazz, and he lists off all the black guys. Like, the one scene that gets me, that makes you feel, like, uncomfortable. Also, I hated, like, the one, like, bad guy in the movie, John Legend, is black. Like, what?
I did not get to the John Legend part. I got up to the pool party, a little bit after the pool party.
The one scene that really annoys me is, it just makes you, it's, like, off-putting a little bit. The movie was a masterpiece. It was really, really good. It was, like, I understand, like, the whole, you know, why everybody loves it so much. It's really, 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 it's a really good, beautiful movie.
Yeah, from what I saw, it was
good. Okay, wait, actually 2 scenes. The one scene where Emma Stone is trying out for a movie and, like, she's, like, talking in AAVE. Like she's like, what is it? Auditioning for the role of a substitute teacher, and then reading off lines, and the line is like, "You be tripping," and then she's like, "No, Jamal, you be tripping." And it's just like, I get that it's like supposed to be funny, but it's like in this movie, it like almost makes it holding a little like worse and being like.
So you think this is a game?
No, it's like, did you really make that joke in this movie where you're the main character and in a movie about jazz and it's two white main characters and like, come on, shut the fuck up. And the only fucking black person that got any lines was the bad guy. Like, stop.
What was the other scene for you?
And the scene where Emma Stone like finally realizes jazz is good or whatever. Not finally, but like when she like really really likes it and she's in the. His fucking name, Ryan Gosling is performing on stage and she's in the crowd dancing and everything, and all the performers, every single person in the room in the jazz club is black, and all the other people on stage are black, and the only two white people in the room are pretty much Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, and they're the center of attention in the room. It just feels weird to like, do you know what I mean? Like, in this world of like,
go on.
In this world of jazz, blah, 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 and it's just like...
This white girl changed the game.
No, that's what it feels like. It feels like, oh, the only white people in the room, hey, this is about them. It's just like weird, like,
whoa.
What? Like, okay.
Yeah, when I was watching, I saw that scene on Tumblr. They were just showing scenes from the movie, so I saw that whole scene, and part of me was like, are they doing a thing where it's like, okay, there aren't really any black people, so let's at least make this, like, accurate. There's black people who enjoy jazz, or are they doing it, like, a prop thing?
No, like the movie realizes that jazz is a black thing. It doesn't say that, but like all the jazz musicians are black, and like it's not like all the jazz musicians are white everywhere. It's just like it's like they fully realize that like the world of jazz is black, but somehow the only white guy in the world of jazz is the main character of the movie. That's how it feels. It's just like weird. The movie's really good though. Fucking Manchester by the Sea. I didn't even realize how problematic fucking Casey Affleck was when I was watching it, and I'm happy I didn't realize, because if I had realized before I watched it, I would have not liked the movie as much. I don't know if I even would have liked it, but that movie's really good. It is kind of like really hyped up, because when at the end of it, you're just like, that was a really sad movie through and through. It's really good. It's good. It's like really, it's just like sad. It's just like sad, but it's good. I feel like it's worth watching, but. It's no Moonlight.
It's no Moonlight. No, Roderick.
But
what about Lion?
Lion, I would never have watched Lion if my mom didn't force me to watch it. Like, ever. Like, I just
Thanks,
would not.
Mom.
Because I'm like, I'm not gonna watch. You know, you just see it's gonna be a sad Indian movie. I watched Slumdog Millionaire, and I just don't like.
You know, she used to force us to go on roller coasters and sit in the front.
She wouldn't force us. We got in line. We stood in line for a whole roller coaster.
But she wouldn't let us get out.
Yeah, because we stood in line the whole time.
I don't think that's okay. That's totally different. Just random things your mom, you'd be like, they're just still not over. But go on about Lion.
But so I knew it was gonna be sad. When I tell you, okay, first of all, it's a great movie. It's worth watching. The entire first half of the movie is the most upsetting thing I have like seen.
I'm like imagining it, but all I'm thinking of the sad moments of Slumdog Millionaire, and I need
also
to
like it's all in, I don't know the language they're speaking. It's not in English, and there's no subtitles, but you don't need them to know what's happening. You don't need them to know what's happening. It's so upsetting. Like, I feel like I would maybe watch it again with Nadia, because I know what's going to happen. But when you're watching for the first time and you don't know what's happening.
As you're talking about it, I really want to watch it.
You're like, oh my God. Like, it makes you want to throw up. At the beginning?
Did you cry at any part of the movie?
I think I might have cried at the end, or just like really wanted to cry, especially when they show the actual footage of the son and his mom, like the real life son and his mom. You're just like, oh. I think I might have cried, because it's just like, oh, I don't remember. But if I wasn't crying, actually, it was like I wanted to cry, because it was just so like, no, like, oh my gosh.
And I know our mom watched Fences, and I watched a good amount of that movie to the point where I was like, why didn't I just fucking finish Fences? I watched such a good amount of it.
But at the same time, like, I do.
Talk about Arrival.
Arrival? was one of my favorite movies. I really think it goes, okay, for one, I really, really, really like alien movies. Like, those are the only type of, not only type of scary movies. The only type of scary movies I don't like are, like, demon ghost type movies. All other fucking scary movies, I'm here for.
What was that alien movie that we watched at Dad's house? That was 10 out of 10.
Are you talking
It's like
about
a classic?
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
It was good. And like watching it in his like area thing.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It was really good. But it was like suspenseful because you don't know who.
Yeah,
like,
watch me shout it out. Like, I'm gonna get it. It's a thing.
Yes.
I hate myself.
But no, it was not the thing.
What's the thing then?
The thing isn't the thing about a blob, and it's like a communist propaganda.
Oh my gosh, I just got that mixed up with it. Okay, you're right. That's not the thing. No, it is the clown thing.
It's a very famous movie. We're probably gonna put a screenshot of it.
We really will, because both of us are just fucking idiots.
We're gonna put a screenshot.
If I can find it, guys.
No,
you couldn't find it, guys.
Like, oh my gosh. But we were talking about. Oh yeah, I really, really, really like alien movies. I fucking love Dark Skies. Like, Dark Skies.
What was Dark Skies again?
You don't remember when the fucking birds were flying through her window?
Oh, bitch, that movie was good.
I remember seeing that movie with my friends in theaters. That was
I did not get to
so
see that in
fucking fun and funny. We were being those obnoxious kids that laugh at all the parts. Like, it was fucking hilarious, and it was such a good movie. Like, I am here for alien movies. Like, I can't even.
Alien movies are really, really good.
They're so good. I don't. It's just
my gosh! And then I just remembered everything that happens in Dark Skies. They need to make a Dark Skies 2. But shit, I'm sorry. It's all when Dark Skies hits you. Oh, and then the sun. You're like, oh, he's gonna get took. No, he's
oh my god!
Damn, Dark Skies is good. We need to watch that again.
I remember like for so long, I like remember the Dark Skies was a thing. It's like what, a couple of months ago probably. And I remember the Dark Skies was a thing, and I was like, I gotta watch it. I was like so like this basically, and then I just watched a preview, and I was like, I'm good. Like
I'm good.
Like that was my fix. Like that was literally me. Oh my gosh! But I could totally watch that again. But Arrival is so good. Like, it's so much more than an alien movie. Like, I honestly thought just from, because when you can tell from the cover, what is it, the poster or whatever, it's gonna be an alien movie. So I was like, oh, it's gonna be good.
Chip thing. I almost watched it yesterday.
I was like, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be like just kind of like a really good scary movie, especially if it's Oscar nominated. Honey, it was like way more than a scary. It was not even a scary movie. I mean, it was like thriller. I don't know. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I used to not describe a thriller, and now I feel like I get it after seeing Get Out.
I feel like that was a thriller. I don't know how to describe Arrival. It was so much more like than. It was so good. And also, you already heard what Jeremy said, right?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna watch it. I was like, it doesn't really matter.
The thing about it is like, I feel like people. I don't know. I feel like mom did not even really like it that much. But the whole thing is that when he was like, she can communicate with her past and future self, it's like, it's not even that. It's that, like, time for her wasn't even linear anymore.
Wait, why? Was it always like that, or something happened?
You'll just watch the movie. But that's the thing that, like, that's the part that made the movie to me that, like, blew my mind. It wasn't like, oh, she's communicating with her future and past self, which is, like, true, but it's like, time was not linear for her.
It's like not even the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's like there was no
like,
future.
There's no future self.
It's like
there's
as
no
she's going
self.
through it, she knows. Obviously, she knows what already happened, but she knows what's going to happen, and she just knows. It's like she's going through the present, but she's like, still. It's like she's experiencing it as all of herself, and it's just like really, it's like a fucking mind-blowing thought. And like the fact that she knew how things were gonna end, that they weren't gonna end
right quick. How can you be like a director, be like, okay, so play that, experience life as yourself, and action.
Just like crazy.
I know the actor who plays her, and I really, really like it.
Amy Adams. I fucking love Amy Adams. Like, I already loved Amy Adams. Like, when the movie came on, I was like, oh, I already, like, that was like another. Come
on, you guys.
That was another reason I was thinking about that.
Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day also.
Oh, yeah, gay. Irish. Is it Irish or Scottish? I don't know.
I think it's Irish.
Europe white people.
Get at me. St. Patty's.
But, I already knew that she was going to be in it. That's why, like, that and it being an alien movie, like, prompted me to watch it. And when you're watching, you're like, this is, like, there are parts, because there's parts that are kind of, like, soldiery, not, like, literally soldiery, but, like, I'm just like, dang, this is not a movie I would usually watch. But once you go all the way through it and, like, watch it, you're like, this was such a good movie. Like, just the idea that she knew how things were going to go and they weren't going to end up well, basically. But she still went through all the steps. And there's one part, I'm just going to kind of say it.
I'd love it if you didn't, but this is a podcast, so yeah, do it for the podcast.
There's one part, I mean, it doesn't really give anything away at all. It's just a scene that I was like, where she is hugging her husband that she knows that she's later going to, that's later going to leave her. Mm-hmm. Like this is like when she's like time's not linear for her anymore, and she knows exactly what's going to happen, and she's hugging her husband like in the present, and she's like, I forgot how good it was to be held by you. Or how nice it felt to be held by you. And I was like, blow my mind. Like, oh, the thing is going to crack. It's like she was doing it in the present, but like it's like she can feel her, like she knows how it feels down the road when she's not going to have him. And like, it's just like a crazy thought. Cause it's like the whole, it like really makes you think like, no, it's not future and past. It's like more, do you know what I mean? It's more than that. The whole idea of future.
I know, like I'm just really staring at the Sedona thing.
The whole idea of future and past is like no, because that's like thinking that time is linear. It's like it wasn't linear. It was like you know everything that is. Mm-hmm. It's just crazy. It was like, that movie was fucking good. Like I feel like it went. I feel like I feel like Moonlight was really really good. Obviously, that was like either equal to Moonlight for me or like. Moonlight was the best, and then Arrival, and then probably like La La Land and Manchester by the Sea. Actually, also throw La La Land up there too somewhere. Not La La Land. I meant Lion. Oh. The Lion up there too, because they were all so fucking good.
Also, if you're gonna watch Moonlight, the way it's shot, I can't explain. The way they shoot it, you're gonna feel like some shit's about to pop off every 5 seconds.
Yeah, they create suspense.
Yeah, and you're like, this nigga invented directing. Like, yeah. It feels like it's gonna feel like that every moment.
And I wonder,
heartwarming moments, sad moments. You always feel like some shit's about to go down.
I wonder if the reason they did that is because that's like looking too deep into it and being like the reason in Get Out why she was eating the Cheerios separate from the fucking milk.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. Right. Okay, that was just to me. I did not even
Get Out was so
y'all. We saw it twice in theaters.
Woo, it was good.
It was so good.
It was really, really good.
It deserves all the everything that it's getting.
Yeah.
I love how it portrayed white people. And the part where she was her true self and she was so fucking weird with the slick back ponytail and like eating fucking Cheerios.
What is it when your family, that fucking meme, it's like when you're home alone, you can finally
be you want to be? Literally her. I was like,
gosh.
Oh my gosh. Like literally white people be like I would love to have Jordan Peele like, this is sincerely how I view white people. Like,
I think he would. I mean, it was just fucking funny.
It was just really funny.
Really
and
funny.
I feel like so many people like probably like not like didn't get that, but to me that was like laugh out loud immediately when I saw her like that.
It's like it's also like crazy how to a lot of people it went over their heads. I feel like to non-black people of color, no, not all of them. There's a lot of people who obviously got it, and even like Asian people who are like, that was accurate. Like the Asian guy, that was accurate, but like. There are a lot of, like, non-black people of color who, they were just like, that was good! Do you know what I mean? But they weren't, like, thinking of it.
That's a good movie.
And white people, too, were just like, oh, that, haha. You know, like, oh, funny, unrealistic. Black people were like, this is realistic. Also, the whole reason, I feel like the black people who missed the message were like, this is a movie telling us not to date outside of our race.
And it's like...
And then which is like it's a scary movie.
You can't tell me what to do.
Like it was a scary movie about that, but it's like his mom is white.
Literally,
for one.
His wife is white.
And then people are like on Instagram were like, the kind of stuff that makes you say,
like you exposed him.
Literally, his wife is white. What are you talking about? Oh no, he's a half white man. Like what do you mean?
Exposed. So this whole time he had a white mommy. Like he wasn't trying to hide any of those things. Like, I fucking hate you.
It was
like y'all are so fucking dumb, bitch. Fucking tucks bonnet behind your ears, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
It was just,
I saw that all over Instagram and I wanted to die.
Like, incorrect.
Mm-hmm. Also, the guy who's like you always see in the freaking like with the painful smile, he is quickly becoming one of my favorite actors. Real quick, just gonna do a little excerpt about him. I watched a movie like a year ago. I forget what it's called. It's probably still on Netflix. About like a not an insane asylum, but like something along those lines for like mentally messed up teenagers, and he was in it. And it was I was like, he looks familiar, but I don't know why. And he was like one of the only black. Yeah, he was so attractive. He was like a lot younger. It is such a riveting performance. I was fucking shook. and I cried. And I was just trying to be like, let me just pop on a movie real quick. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was like, whoa. And then life ended up good for him. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. Because he was one of the only black people, and I thought they were going to do him dirty. It was so good. I'm going to find it and watch it with Ashley so she can get it. And then I saw him in like a little part of Atlanta, and then this, and he plays like so many different characters. Like I really hope he does good. I
we're watching Atlanta right now. Wait, what other movies? I think that's all the movies I watched, Oscar movies.
Okay. All of them just Oscars or outside of Oscars? Because we've been watching a lot of movies lately again.
Yeah, but wait, I'm trying to think, were there any other Oscar movies that I watched? I don't think there were. I watched one of the short movies. It was good.
You watched the little bird one.
I watched the bird one, and then I also watched the one, I don't know if you remember, it was like cowboy, it looked like Western.
It was a cartoon.
It was one in the cartoon short films.
I did.
Animated short films.
It
It was so good, boy. It was getting me. It was like, that was, okay, you know when you're about to click on a video, and you're like, it's 8 minutes long, and when you're about to watch a short movie, it's weird to be like, I'm about to go on an 8-minute long ride.
Yeah, but you do shit like that.
And you're like,
See,
no,
8 minutes
they can't. Like, they can't change it in 8 minutes. They can't do shit in 8 minutes.
Fucking hate us. You should have 8 minutes. Try me, bitch.
And then you watch it, and you're like crying at the end of the 8 minutes. Like,
who am I? When the fantasy has ended. Like,
oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That was literally me watching that
exact
short
same way.
movie.
We have never talked about like being dumb like that. We
But
just both are dumb like that. Yeah, it's very accurate. Freaking. Besides those movies, besides all those Oscar movies, we've seen Get Out together. Y'all, Kubo and the Two Strings.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was
I couldn't stop staring at the
that was
characters'
Oscar nominated
faces.
too.
Bruh, shit. It did not win a damn thing. It should have. Except for, I can't remember all the other. I was not trying to like, I was asleep on all the cartoon movies.
Really, 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 really good.
Freaking Moana was nominated, and I was like, I love you, Moana, but get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
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 I fell asleep so many times watching the Moana. It was good.
That one song, I am.
Yeah.
That's like the best song.
Later, there's another person.
The first song too.
Like, yeah, Princess.
It was, yeah, it was
The Rock, all that stuff. It was good, but like, no. Kubo and the Two Strings was so good. The animation was amazing. I could not stop staring at everything. It was such a good movie to explain to children how to like handle death. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That and also The Little Prince. Me and Ash were saying that about both those movies. Like, wow. Like, if your child was grieving and like didn't know how to fucking handle it, yeah, because they were a child. Like, children, man. That fucking idiots. Oh shit! How about you grow the fuck up? Like a 7-year-old kid. Just to make a whole movie about how to fucking handle this shit. Oh my gosh. No, yeah, it's really good for that. Mm-hmm. And it's a really good movie. It's like really good storyline. Oh my gosh. It's like for how when they were lying to the grandpa about how good he was. I'm a great guy. Yeah. I was dying. For dealing about death, it's not necessarily sad. Yeah, it's just sad shit happens, but you're not. Like, yeah, it's also very funny. Yeah, it really was. What was their ship name that we? And they actually were a fucking thing. I hate it. It was like Beetle and Monkey. Yeah, we weren't calling him Bunky. No. What were we calling him? Bug? No. Mug. Yeah, I think we were calling him Mug. Me too. And then they actually. Meadle. Oh yeah, it was fucking Meadle. I beat my Meadle. We kept fucking saying that. And we were watching it with our mom. Oh my gosh! And then she fell asleep. And woke up and we heard her downstairs listening to the fucking song. To the freaking ending credit song. Like what? Good song. Oh my god! Did you feel good? Like that was a good movie. And we're like, was it, mom? Was it a good movie? Oh my god! Oh my, she really knows how to mom it. The whole fucking thing. Oh my god. But what else? Mom was hilarious. Whiplash. I just finished it yesterday, y'all. I almost cried. Oh, you didn't even see it. I made a blog post about that. Remember I said I was going to make a blog? Did I ever tell you that? Mm-mm. It was when we were still working on the other blog, the one that's not on Wix. Mm-hmm. And I was like, actually, let me keep up with this. Okay, now I vaguely remember that. Yeah, it's like a movie. It's like a blog post, and then it's like comparing. Because before, the only movie I could compare to Black Swan. I was like, Ballerina. What is it? Black Swan is fucking Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue. So then it was like me comparing Perfect Blue to Black Swan to Whiplash, and like I was just talking about how excited I get when you compare and contrast movies. Like it's like movies are already good, but when you can compare and contrast them, it's like analyze them and make you fucking hype. You're like, oh my god! I was trying to explain that. I was trying to explain it to a friend of mine, and they were like, I feel like you're overthinking movies, and it's like, bruh, no, seeing the parallels and shit like that. I'm like, it's crazy to think sometimes. I forget what movie I was watching. Oh, I was watching Kill Bill.
I think I was watching Kill Bill, and I was just really thinking about how fucking truly passionate I am about movies. I was like, that's like,
I was
I
talking.
think that's like my only passion, or like one of my. I can't think of
It's
anything else.
really
Like,
up there.
and then, like that truly like evokes emotion. Like you're passionate
like,
about
you're
it.
really getting turned.
And then I was just like thinking about it. Like, whenever you watch, do you ever just watch a movie you really, really love? You can just watch it again, even though you've seen it a bunch of times, and you just get so overwhelmed that you just literally want to cry. You know, that was me thinking about. I love movies so much, and I literally wanted to cry. I love Kill Bill. I watched like Pulp Fiction because the first time I feel like I've only seen Pulp Fiction like twice. Yeah, I had only seen Pulp Fiction twice before I watched it the most recent time, and I was like, it's good, but it's not like. It's no Jackie Brown.
I know, you guys, we fucking love Jackie Brown, my dude.
That was me. I was like, it's no Jackie
It's
Brown.
no Jackie Brown.
I watched it again. I was like, this is really good. I was like, why did it's really good. Like, it's good. I don't know. There's like so many parts. It's one of those things. Like, me and Nadia always say, like, when there's an episode of like Bob's Burgers, and you know how they kind of split it up into like what Bob's doing and what the kids are doing or some shit like that.
And you can't remember what
both
of you remember what one of them's doing, but you can't remember
what
the other one's
episode?
doing.
Because they named the episode after what the other person was doing. You don't remember what the
and
fuck
you're
they
like,
were
what
doing.
else happens? You're like, this bitch gets pregnant. Like,
That's,
you forget shit like
Pulp
that.
Fiction, because it has it's like 3 separate fucking parts. The part with fucking Uma Thurman and John Travolta in the beginning, and then the fucking not Quentin Tarantino, but Samuel Jackson and John Travolta doing that whole thing, and then the other part with Bruce Willis.
I always forget about the fucking Bruce Willis part. I always forget about that shit.
Obviously, they all connect, but like they're separate, and it's just like. I don't know, it's actually really, really good. And I was like, I'm so happy, because I have it on VHS, and I got it, like, so cheap. And I was like, I'm so happy I have this on VHS. Like, I was happy I had it before, just to, like, love it, like, aesthetic. Yeah, but, like, now I'm like, I'm happy I got that shit on VHS. Like, I'm gonna
family heirlooms.
Frame that, and, like, I don't think I could actually frame it.
Thick-ass frame.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna display it. That's what I was always planning to do.
But no, you guys, we're so passionate about movies. The other day, I was talking to Moonlight about someone who hadn't watched it, and my hands started getting dead-ass clammy.
Yeah.
And my voice started to shake. I wasn't anywhere near about to cry, but I was just talking about, like, the way it's shot and everything like that, how much it means, like, wow, a movie about, like, gay black men.
Yeah,
totally
it's so
won,
taboo.
And you're fucking heart-wrenching. And they're calling shit out, and, like, my hands are getting
black men being forced to be hyper-masculine. Fucking black men not being able to be, like, to cry. Without people thinking that they're being feminine.
Or be who they are without literally getting, like, physical punishment. It's emotional punishment.
It's, like, really, like, in the black community, as a man, gay or not, you have to be hyper-masculine to survive. And that's really what the movie showed. It was just like, man, I fucking hate us.
Oh, my gosh, okay, I feel like we've, like, not on purpose, unintentionally been on a trend of watching movies that
just
have
black,
that like
young black
are calling
people.
they're calling the fuck out of the black community and are so hard to watch that you kind of want to look at something else.
Yeah,
that was me with Whiplash. watching it yesterday. Insecure, Atlanta.
Insecure does not. I mean, Whiplash does not call out the black community.
Whiplash doesn't call out the black community. Whiplash, bitch.
They call it the fuck out. No, also
thinking about
the reason. If you're wondering why we said La La Land was annoying and white, and why we didn't say Whiplash was annoying and white, it's because Whiplash is about like concert jazz band type shit that's in a college.
Yes. And
also not everybody was white, but like it's about it's like
oh my gosh, every time he fucked up and it was like, what the fuck are you doing? It was a black person. I noticed that. I was like
it's about
not
about
once
literally like because it's accurate of what
life.
Jazz is in the what is it, formal what do you even
like
call
it?
It
was like the best
formal
music
setting,
school
like in a school, in a school setting, like in jazz band in our school, it wasn't like everybody in there was black. What the fuck?
And you wouldn't be mad about it. It's
just accurate.
It's
but
just
when
where you are.
When La La Land, the movie is structured around how good jazz is in this fake fantasy world, and it was weird to be like, I'm watching someone's fantasy, and in their fantasy, jazz is white, and that's what it felt like. But
I'm just letting you know right now, both of us cocked our heads.
Yeah,
we literally, and it was not on cue. That's just the way the world works.
Yeah, but Whiplash was just accurate of the real world. It was so fucking good, and it was accurate of how intense and over the top band directing.
Yeah, because I low key like, okay, in no way, shape, or form am I like, yeah, man, I really went through it. No,
it's not like
but there was some shit. There was some shit where I was like,
that's like I don't know. I feel like if you've ever been in a concert, not in a concert, but in concert. I don't know, in an orchestra, in a jazz band, in a marching band,
drums band,
in some kind of like, in some kind of, I don't know what the fuck do you call it? What do you call it? I don't know how to.
In some kind of entertainment unit setting.
Yeah,
music-wise.
And you had whatever, music director, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know how intense
They can be.
it can be. And when you see somebody who, like, is completely abusing their power, like, it's so realistic. It's like, that's realistic.
And
especially when you never have, not most people who play, like, I don't know, not everybody gets to the level of playing, like, the best college. You can just imagine if you experience this level of intensity in high school, that getting up to the best college in the United States, you can imagine that's how it would be.
The emotional trauma. Okay, one of the scenes where we was like having a fine day, and then he was walking home after he just got tore the fuck up, and he was just like, just totally fucking moot. I was like, accurate.
You know.
Fucking accurate. You
can have a good day.
Fine day.
You can have a bad day in orchestra or whatever, and it can ruin your fucking week. It can ruin
the entire.
You're just like.
You can be fucked up for the next 2 days.
Yeah, you're just like,
2 days.
Oh, Tangsy.
I'm telling you guys, we were not this hyped before we went to this podcast.
That wasn't It's Always Sunny reference.
So quick, yes.
I love it. Honestly,
also, the last episode of Always Sunny, get the fuck out of my face.
I talked to Nate about it.
I have something to tell you about that. I can just tell you right now. There might be another season, but they heard that the actor who plays Dennis, what's his name, Glenn Howerton, he's like out. So that might be accurate. They're like, oh, he's on like hiatus until further. I'm like, that's probably the next season's probably the last season. So Dennis might actually be gone. For good.
When I say that's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit. It's not even like, if you could kick a character out, you wouldn't kick a character out. But if you would, maybe be Danny DeVito.
No, if I kick a character out, it would be Maureen Ponderosa. And it already happened.
True, that bitch is dead. But I'm talking about
I know. But I'm saying I wouldn't. There's no one.
Yeah, there's not one person.
Character is integral to the plot of the show, and you can't just go kick characters out.
You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna go fucking have a kid now and burn my car.
And I was like, it's unrealistic. You know, Dennis cannot act as a father.
Oh my gosh,
he couldn't.
He has no emotions.
He doesn't. It's just like, and obviously I know that episode he was like, I have feelings, obviously, but it's just like.
Not canon.
He has so many points of the show where it's like, okay, so he's a certified sociopath and sexual assault. You know what I mean? Just like, now you're gonna go be a father? Honey.
Bitch, you wanted to be a vet just to keep the skins. You get the fuck out of my
face.
I don't believe it.
Look me in my eyes and tell me you want to be a father.
You keep a fucking cut onion. I don't believe it.
I know, you keep a cut onion so you can cry on cue.
Honey, what's the truth? Like,
literally.
I don't believe it. I really hate it. Like, I can't wait to watch the beginning of the next season so I can get you
Take me there.
Take me there. Like, literally, that's how angry I am. I can't fucking believe it.
Onion. What the fuck are you talking about? It's so fucking funny.
Bitch, that's us calling you out, Dennis. What the fuck are you doing?
Fucking Nate was telling me about how this guy they know, who goes to the same college as them, like loves the show like how we love the show like intensely, but he loves Dennis so much, like he almost idolizes Dennis, and he was like, how would you feel if somebody idolized Dennis? And I was like, idolize, or just like that was your favorite character? And he was like, basically it came out being like in between. Like he was like, I literally want to write my thesis on Dennis, and also he did the Dennis system and it worked. I was like, I've got to meet this ginger. He's special.
He did the Dennis system and it worked. I feel like that's something that's more like, let me try. And if I
was saying, if I did that, I would, there would be a book out of it. I'd have to write it somewhere.
I'd have to be like,
a blog, a book.
And I feel like if I did it once, I couldn't not do it again to see what happens in the second time. You become Dennis at that point. No, it wouldn't even be like, so it worked. I'd be like, okay, let's keep this experiment rolling.
I can toy humans? Let me do what I can.
Crazy. I can't. Oh my, that he needs to make a fucking YouTube video real quick. Like, I did the real life Dennis system and that shit worked.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Detached completely. I can't fucking believe it.
Female mind.
Wait.
It's supposed to be what I want. What I want. That's what you want. Ew. Oh, ew.
Ew.
I want.
What I want. That's what you want. I fucking hate it. Mantis
I am a golden god.
I am a golden god. Mantis Toboggan here. My magnum dong.
Oh my gosh. And a turtle's dream in outer space. Lunacy. Mac, you're 5'9".
You're a man. I'm the old man.
Oh my gosh. I want to keep going through all his lines. Okay.
Like, you can't fucking drop Dennis, you guys.
You can't. It's like, you need me. People don't trust you. What was it? I don't remember. Yeah. And you oozlies, and you're ugly, and you're, oh my god, that's so fucking funny, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. You guys, like, I feel like No, yeah,
That's how you
inadvertently.
get off.
You guys want to get off with me?
What?
What? Asking your sister? And you're like, what?
Ugh.
So that's what
When you showed the finger, that was the big one.
That was the big one.
The dead finger got you off. Most
You told me
sexual.
come on, D, I'll get you off, man. Something didn't happen to the girl. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what's going on over there, but I can tell you what's going on over here. Impalpable. I literally oh my god.
You guys, we're literally we're putting on a fucking clinic right now. So, oh my gosh. But yeah, like, you can't. I'm really annoyed with that.
Oh, I should have popped my shirt off.
I really should have popped my shirt
It's
off.
It's that long leave muscle I've worked so hard to achieve.
Long leave muscle!
Oh my
what the
fucking
fuck?
god.
It's that long leave muscle.
I've worked so hard.
It would suck
to
if one of us
achieve.
really, really liked Always Sunny and the other one didn't.
Yeah.
Because we're like
know.
super avidly, like without even trying, we both really love movies.
Yeah.
And we both really love Always Sunny.
Seriously.
Also, okay, another random movie that I watched yesterday. Freaking The Killing Joke. Batman movie. And I was like, I feel like Dad right now. Yeah. It was one of those. Okay, so let me explain. So back when...
Don't call me out if it's not Marvel Comics. I don't know the difference between DC and Marvel.
I think it's DC. I'm not sure though. What's this called? Captain America? So back when Suicide Squad came out, I was really, really excited to watch it. Letting you know I didn't watch any of the previews, so I don't know what the fuck was up. And then I watched it and I was like, disappointing. But I wanted to know the backstory of like every character.
Yeah.
Super hardcore. So I was watching all these YouTube videos and that shit was interesting. Watching like 5-minute YouTube videos actually like
I feel like it would feel like watching like in Tekken. Was it Tekken?
Yeah, it was
when
Tekken.
you watch the story mode of all the characters, and it goes into every fucking character showing you their extensive backstory, and you're like, yeah,
info instead of reading like 1,000 comics. And I was like, okay, I get comics now, except for I would not have the patience. Not like I get comics, I'm not that really into comics, but I'm into like getting the info and shit like that. So then I heard about what gone.
We need to talk to someone about how much of a masterpiece the story mode of Tekken was.
It really is. So many people fucking sleep on Tekken.
Detailed
Every time I talk about Tekken, bitches bring up Street Fighter, and I want to fucking die.
No, seriously. The most detailed story. I mean,
intricate.
No, literally. It was.
Angled ass web we weave.
Every single person, every single fucking fighter had like such a backstory. I remember my favorite one was like the Asian girl. I forget what her name was, but you know what I'm talking about?
Which Asian girl?
She had a little backpack.
Oh my gosh!
She had a little backpack.
I got it immediately.
I'm about to fucking put her on the screen too.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
remind me to come back to my...
Yeah. Okay, what was your thing?
Fucking The Killing Joke.
Okay. Fucking guy who did the drunken fist, the Brazilian guy who fucking did capoeira. Oh
the my fucking gosh. Whole kangaroo. The fucking panda and the bear.
Oh my goodness. Fucking Army Jack guy.
Oh, that nigga creeped me out sometimes.
Yeah. The fucking samurai guy.
Oh my gosh, the old buff dude, I forget his name.
Oh, can we talk about it?
Oh my gosh, he used to stress me out. I could not beat that bitch.
I was telling Nate, he was like, okay, so this summer we're going to
angel and the demon brother?
He was like, we're going to beat a game. Wait, what was that fucking Australian blonde guy?
And he was like a boxer, kind of?
No. Wait, maybe. I thought there was 2 white blonde guys. One was a boxer. One had like...
Oh my gosh, and there was also a capoeira girl.
Yeah.
She was hot.
Oh my gosh. What's her name? Nina? Nancy? The blonde girl who had the big boobs?
I think her name was Nina.
No, there was a blonde girl who had the big boobs. There was a brown hair girl who had big boobs too. And one was like...
They all had big boobs.
Big boobs. No, but one was like Nina and the other one was something else.
I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you.
Oh my God. Oh. Shit, y'all. I have to edit all this fucking... No one's gonna understand.
No, I feel like if you watch It's Always Sunny, you will understand the jokes we are making. If you watch, like, if you for real watch it. Oh my fucking God. How are her... What was it? Her breasts.
Her breasts, doctor.
They were obliterated.
Oh my God. But yeah, okay, back to The Killing Joke. So, I was researching, like... I think I was researching the Joker and Harley Quinn's relationship because it's, like, super abusive, and I was like, interesting. And then I got into, like, this, and like, oh yeah, it came out in, like, 2016. Yo. That shit... Literally, it was like midday. And at one point, I wasn't even alone watching it. My friend came over. And we were watching it.
Oh, that's what you guys were watching?
We were watching the end of that, and we started watching Shameless, and I was like, I forgot how many fucking sex scenes Shameless has, but she was living for it. She's like, this is hilarious. These white people are showing their ass, and I can't take it. Oh,
you think she's gonna keep watching it?
Yeah, I think she's gonna keep
That's
watching
great.
it. Because her sister's watching it. She's like, I keep seeing. She's like, oh, isn't that the guy who this? It should just call it shit. And I'm like, oh,
I love it. I love putting people onto shows they genuinely like.
Yes, but okay, you guys.
And movies.
I like, even though I'm like, okay, this is a comic book, I'll keep thinking like, oh, kid friendly. Not at all. Batgirl has fucking sex with Batman. She ends up being paralyzed. Bitch gets shot right in the stomach. Like, it was like, okay, God. I was actually paying attention this time because our dad used to watch like stuff like this. So I already just, I wasn't that into it. So you just want to not pay attention.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my gosh, your storyline's actually good. And actually it's not going extremely slow. And actually they're going really deep into the Joker's backstory. And it's really sad and tragic. And this is actually low-key kind of scaring me. There were like 3 times where I was like,
chill.
Yeah, chill. Please chill. And I was like, and it wasn't that long. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. It was good. I don't think I'm going to watch any more movies like that again. I'm not going to lie. But it was, like, good.
Yeah.
It was good, you guys. It was good. It was good.
What else? I feel like I watched another movie.
I was doing the most to not watch, to finish Atlanta, you guys. You don't know.
Oh, yeah. We never even talked about that.
You can catch up. Like, if you watch Atlanta today, you'll probably catch up with me.
I don't even know if I want to delve into that because talking about it gets me so upset. It makes me want to not live here.
It's so much so. Oh
basically, we watch all of Insecure.
You guys...
Fantastic. It's like not as heavy as a drama show. Like it's not like Girls. It's like Girls not watered down at all. Mm-hmm. It not like because Girls is not something to be watered down. You know what I mean? It's like Girls, but the characters aren't as terrible.
But they're still real life.
They're still realistic and terrible.
But they're not.
But they're not
terrible as the characters from Girls.
Yeah, the characters in Girls are like
they don't deserve to live.
They're terrible. But it's not as like dramatic. I feel like it's not like watching fucking Empire or fucking Being Mary Jane or some shit.
I can do what I want with no apologies. Hell no.
Microwave ovens. Oh my god.
Microwave ovens.
Oh shit.
My gosh.
What's that other one that's like really good? Was it the family singing Chicken Fest?
I'm like, it's yours, fucking, you're so beautiful. Take it, you go up, down, you go up, down. Chicken Fest. It's yours. It's like, oh, what a wholesome, but actually not wholesome song.
Yeah, I love
to bring the family together. That literally lights up my life.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, y'all.
But so Insecure talks about or shines a light on the black community for being homophobic. And what else? Wasn't another thing?
They talk about...
It was so annoying.
Oh my gosh. The way they view trying to get help for like mental problems.
Yes.
Bro, they shine a whole light on that shit. Oh my gosh.
They keep...
It's
annoying.
They have one character, really? I got one character to do that shit.
If it's even as unpleasant to watch when you're not black.
But it was unpleasant.
I feel like it would probably be unpleasant, not as unpleasant if you're a person of color, because I feel like that's kind of like all people of color. Mm-hmm. But it's the worst in the black community. I feel like homophobia is the worst in the black community. I feel like. I mean some people might disagree. Yeah, because so I don't know.
That way.
We've only experienced it in the black community. When I say it's bad, honey,
it's so bad.
It's really
especially here
bad.
In the fucking South, my dog.
It's real bad.
Sucks.
And people don't even realize that it's wrong.
They don't even know what they're doing, and you're like, oh my goodness, I cannot.
So that was
stay
really
here.
fucking
in
terrible
Atlanta.
To watch.
They literally crush the issues. Like they do 4 an episode. It's too much.
They talked about transphobia.
I feel like there was definitely more, but we're like, that's it.
Homophobia, because they were like, oh, you're an F word. Do you remember?
Oh my gosh.
It was like all in one scene. They addressed transphobia and homophobia, and like, it makes you so uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh.
Especially
police brutality.
If you are a black person in Atlanta, and you like, no, it's like you're living. That's why the show was really comfortable for us to watch, because we're living in it.
With black people in Atlanta.
And the show is very accurate.
Yeah, so and they live in the same county as we live in the show.
The show's about where we live.
Literally, they live in DeKalb County, and so do fucking we.
And just
twice in the show, I was like, I've been there and I've been there.
Yeah,
I hate it.
The one scene is like really uncomfortable to watch because it's so accurate. This guy is like really fucking shouting the F word and being like, I'm out on that F word shit.
I'm just realizing in the same scene they did mental problems.
They did
police brutality, homophobia, and transphobia all in the same episode. all in the same collective
The same scene.
Yo.
I'm not even joking. You're like, how can you put that all in one scene? And also, how is it not hectic as fuck? It flew. Not flew.
It flew.
As in it flowed is what I meant.
Yeah.
It flew.
It flew. I hate
like, it was just bad. It was and it was
so seamless that we just both fucking forgot that even happened.
Yeah, because they really do address how Black people treat mental illness. Like, it's a joke, which is so cringy and it's so accurate.
And it's so accurate. And they really do.
It's just like, oh, it's fucking uncomfortable to watch. They talk about police brutality.
It hits
and
home. Your home.
Fucking how this guy in the show got arrested for public intoxication because he was drinking a beer on his friend's porch.
Oh my gosh.
It's just like uncomfortable to watch it when you live in the area and you're Black.
You're dead ass living in it.
And unless you're watching it and you are like, yeah, man, I'm not on the F word shit. You know what I mean? Unless you're every single person that is actually in the show.
Unless you're every other Black person.
Which is literally like all of Atlanta.
It's getting fucking subtweeted. So unless you're all of Atlanta, you'll fucking enjoy yourself. You have a good old time.
Yeah, literally. But, yikes. So, that was just uncomfortable to watch. It just really is like, I can't take all the fucking lights being shined on the Black community. Even though it needs to happen, but it's bright. It's hurting me. It's hurting me! Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. But these are movies and shows to look away from because it gets so uncomfortable.
yeah, it really gets uncomfortable, but they're so good. It's so like good. hard style recommend. Hard
style recommend. Also, I don't know if we talked about this in the last podcast. Uzumaki.
Honey.
Horror manga, you guys. I should know the name of this author and illustrator.
Oh fuck.
Because
wait, what is it? What is it?
She's got it. She knows.
Oh my gosh.
You're making Mac's face right now.
I feel like I can really remember it. Once I see it, I'm gonna like, fuck! Oh! Jinjo.
Ito, right?
Yeah? I was like, Shinji Koden. What is that from?
Fucking Bob's Burgers, dude.
No. I wanted to say that, but it wasn't it. It's Jinjo.
And then Ito, I think. We'll have it, obviously, on the screen. But
he's
you guys.
Fucking great.
Illustration alone, first off. And then storyline alone.
The way he creates... Okay, the way I found out about this manga was through watching this video that I should actually link in the description. It's so good. It's a
very, very good video.
It's about suspense in film and how it's created. And it's not even suspense like only that, but it's like horror films. But yeah, I think it was how they create suspense and why they are the way they are. It's so good. He talks about in manga how like the page turn, even though we're reading these on like our computers, we don't have actually. I can only imagine how much better it would be if we had a
physical copy.
Because if you've ever read a book ever in your life that had any kind of form of suspense, you know that like that feeling of like when you're about to turn the page and you're like, what the fuck happened?
Like you're like, I don't want to see this.
Yeah.
Oh, so many times where I'm like, I don't want to fucking see this because you don't know if he's gonna show it or not show it.
Yeah, it's just it's like a
sometimes.
weird thing to be like you're in control of how fast or slow you take it, and you're in control of turning the page. And you're just like. Oh my gosh, it's so fucking good. The way it's just fucking fantastic.
There were so many pictures where I'm like, I am scarred.
When I say Uzumaki will put you off mushrooms,
and
if
also
you're not already off of mushrooms,
and babies, like have you scared of the most weirdest
fuck
shit?
A baby,
fuck a baby, fuck a snail, fuck a mushroom. Oh my
gosh, for real, like honestly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You got to the part where the weird guy had a crush on her who liked to like jump out and surprise people.
That was the most graphic.
That was the most
of the ones that I have read so far. That was so. That one really got me. Where I was like, I don't want to scroll down. Because before, and I was sure he wasn't going to show it. Before it was like obviously very very. It was like a scary manga, but he wasn't showing anything that was like very graphic. He wasn't showing anything that was very graphic. He was showing like sort of graphic, but nothing that was like legitly graphic. Until that one story, and you're just like, it literally has your mouth open.
Yeah,
you're like,
and I couldn't look, but I scrolled up so fucking fast. I could not hang. You guys, Uzumaki is really good. It's pretty long compared to all his other stuff because I took his shit and ran with it. And also, he came up with some shit like this year. He's been doing this shit since the 80s.
Yeah.
So I legally watch all his things. What's it called?
Unless you actually have the money to support, then support.
Yeah. Eventually, I will buy Uzumaki with my own money.
Definitely.
It's like,
definitely. It's expensive.
Oh
There's like fucking 11 part series, I think, of like short stories. But
and they all come together. They all seem random, but they come together.
That's such a good coffee table book, honey. Like, can you imagine?
Oh my gosh, yes. Blow someone's fucking life and they come to your
house. For real. They just thought they were here for
when we own our own place.
Casual purposes.
That's gotta happen.
For real.
What's it called? But a lot of his other short stories about the whole, like, they're gory as fuck. Not all of them, but there's like a couple where I was like,
oh my gosh. Also, I really loved how I talked about horror in manga and also horror in anime, and why there are no really like good horror animes, really, because such a big part of anime is like making everything aesthetically pleasing and beautiful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and the characters
in the fucking video.
And he was talking about how fucking I wish I could pronounce his fucking name.
Yeah, Jinjo Ito. We know we're not doing it right. We're sorry.
When you just try to fucking avoid it. Jinjo Ito.
We're gonna go back and edit back. Jinjo Ito. over our voices.
But, okay, how he actually makes his characters just look disturbing. Very disturbing, but something that's not necessarily like you wouldn't find disturbing. Like in the video, he uses a cat as an example. How he just makes it look so disgusting and creepy and just disturbing. And also talks about one of the only horror anime that I've seen, Perfect Blue, and talks about how the director or animator or whatever did the exact same thing in that when he made the stalker's face.
Disgusting.
Completely disturbing.
Grotesque as fuck.
No, but the thing is, it wasn't like it wasn't like gory or grotesque. He just made it look. He just made you feel unsettled. It was unsettling. It was
I think it was extra shook because you're watching an anime and you're not expecting to see some of that shit.
It was just really just made you. It was unsettling and made you nervous, and it was like he looked disturbing.
He really, really did.
It's just like when you see somebody in real life who just looks disturbing and off as fuck, and you're like,
I know you're about some shit.
For real. And there's something else from that I was about to say. Oh my gosh.
He does that with like all of his mangas.
What was I gonna say? Something about looking.
Oh, like a who right now.
It's really interesting too how he talks about in that movie. I was about to say the Kinsey scale. What?
Wait, you have to tell me.
A little bit of fucking, what is that? Freudian slit. It's like some
slit. I'm kidding.
Freudian clit.
Oh my gosh. About to say.
That's a Freudian slit.
I was about to say
That's a Freudian
slit.
I'm gay, y'all.
Gay, y'all. I was about to say that one line from the Jungle Pussy song.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh goodness.
Song wreck.
For real. Oh, okay. It's a scale for. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like how the human brain processes things that are disturbing.
Oh, he's gonna be here.
Do you remember that?
We gotta wrap this up.
It's like a scale for how the human brain processes things that are disturbing. He talks about how in The Shining, why the twins are disturbing. Do you remember how him talking about the little scale?
Yeah.
And it goes from I forget. It's human to normal, blah 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 blah. It's really interesting, and I'm like, oh, that's lit as fuck. I would love to analyze that more.
Okay, as you guys all these things are going to be in the down bar. You don't even, we're so about this. We're probably going to rewatch all the things that we link in the down bar because as we're talking about them, it's like fucking lighting a fire about some shit that I'm already way too passionate about.
For real,
you don't even know, you guys.
It's so great.
Oh my gosh.
It really I've never wanted to watch The Shining more, but I've never held myself from watching The Shining more.
It's so long. I've watched the beginning of it and fallen asleep and gotten to the end so many times.
In that video, just him replaying that one suspenseful part over and over made me so uncomfortable that I had to literally cover the screen. Because he keeps playing it over and over, and you're like, it's true, why is that so nerve-wracking? It's because, I remember really thinking about it, and thinking about it then creeped me out, because then you realize it's, it's your point of view, and it's they're putting you in the shoes of walking. Yeah.
Of the little boy going down the thing.
Yeah, except for you can't. It's it's from your point of view, but you can't really control it. But it's also the whole that idea, but just when you walk around a corner and you can't see what's on the other side of it.
But they can see you.
No, not even that.
Oh yeah, true.
Just any basic corner or wall. That was literally what fucking creeped me out. Any basic corner or wall. Walking around it and you don't know it's already on the other side or what's waiting for you. So just the idea, like watching that one scene, like, I'm like watching it in my head.
Yeah, you're
watching it over and over, and just
up.
watching it, and just like him walking around the corner and just seeing like fuck, over and over.
Yeah,
I looked
now
at the
they
cover
see
of the
me.
screen. When I really thought about it, I was just like, that's so fucking creepy that it literally, like, I had to stop thinking about it, or else I was gonna be scared of walking around.
Because it's real life, and I have to go to work tomorrow.
Walk into so many rooms, and around walls are everywhere.
I go to work tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna be like,
it's just creepy to think about, like, just like walking this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
just
now they see you when you see them. It's too late now. Like, okay, I feel like the theme of this was like movies and media that make you want to look away, and why. And I feel like that'd be a really great paper.
Title, boy.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that is the kind of shit like I would want to write. Like, I'm passionate about. This is
like the beginning of like a thing that's probably gonna become a video or a paper. I'm so passionate about movies and shit, but I would never go to school for it because I feel like put that fucking light right out.
Yeah,
it really would. If you catch me and her ever becoming directors, I'm telling you, we're never gonna go to school.
The only way I'm ever going to successfully do that. Me and Nate were talking about too. He's like, "Do you want to make a movie this summer?" And I was like, "Boy,
I'm the fuck in."
You weren't even invited.
I know, but I'm in now. I know what I just did. I know what I just did. I know who I just threw shade at.
Oh my gosh. So I was like, if you're serious about this, when I say I'm serious, boy, like, we're doing it. Like, we're doing it.
This summer's gonna be so lit. We're gonna make so much good fucking content.
For real. It's just like,
if in our like driest of times
become a director, or I really like the idea of being an editor, deciding. Basically, just you're in control of, like, I like the idea of being in control in the way it's directed, and, like, do you know what I mean?
The way this is going to be viewed.
It's also edited, like, how, you know, like, the whole video about cuts. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. We're going to link that video, too.
We're going to watch
all different types of cuts, and when the sound from the next scene comes first, and when all this happens, and fucking, I forgot the things. I remember,
is anyone else hard right now?
Literally!
I'm about to sploosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. God. We're not putting the fuck on. If I didn't have anywhere to go after this, me and her would delve into a world of fucking movies and never leave.
Also, watch me upload this. I'm not gonna, like, I feel like I'm gonna upload this, but I'm not gonna cut it down at all. I feel like there's nothing that I should cut down.
Yeah, because we're really, like, the beginning of this podcast, both of us were like, okay, let's do this podcast.
Yeah.
And then just talking about shit that makes you so passionate. You're literally,
I'm just gonna put the words over it because I'm lazy. I'm lazy to, like, cut out the spaces. Mm-hmm. So catch this full low, y'all.
I feel like you get the whole experience. Like, Jane, this makes me feel like we really have something here. Like, this is something. We have something special.
The way I'm ever gonna actually get there is by doing it like DIY. Mm-hmm. Like, if I get money, or when I do, just being able to fund it myself. Like how Jordan Peele. It's just crazy to me to think that Jordan Peele was full on famous. Not literally famous, but full on successful. Mm-hmm. Had a show with his fucking friend. They were like, had a successful show on Comedy Central. He's done so many things. And then at this point in his career, he decided, I'm going to make this movie. Do you know what I mean?
Just going to make a movie.
Just
never
that.
Been directed before.
Never directed before. Didn't go to school for directing or anything like that. But he had this idea for a movie he wanted to make for a long time.
And now he had the money.
I think that's so lit. That's like what I want to do. Or along the way, I didn't think I want to do things with like a $0 budget too.
The name of we'll make a blog post and it'll be called Movies and Media That Make You Want to Look Away and Why.
You just do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying will. Yeah, that'll be happening.
You should literally do it.
Okay.
That's lit as fuck. Wow. We'll link that, and it's not going to be done before
yeah, it will not
upload this video.
I'm probably going to be at 12. All of this makes me big. Okay, let's get in and out. Like, I just want to get home super fast. If we could watch a movie when I get home, that'd be great. But I don't have to get up super early. So we can go to this really, really good donut spot in Atlanta, you guys. Woo. Wow, what a nice segue. What is the name of it?
Revolution Donut
Donut
and coffee.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
They make like vegan donuts and also normal donuts. Kisa looks fucking scary as fuck.
She does. She's going to get on the fucking table with you niggas here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, it's really, really good. They have really good hot coffee hot cocoa that has you geeking.
Okay, also, let's fucking like really quick list off all the things that we love that we like not inspo. Oh my gosh. I never even showed you that video that I want to show you because your mom was.
I cannot! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, this is the best day of my life.
So I guess I am cutting something out.
It looks like I am editing tonight, people.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I'm having the best time.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But There's just one channel I have not even showed you. Oh, I wish you could. You have to get ready. Huh?
Yeah, like I probably have to get ready now.
Okay, but there's a channel. I'm not gonna link it because I don't want anybody to search up
Shit.
I don't want anybody
like
to think that I'm doing that so they can find our video. Mm-hmm. But there's this channel called the Bossy Boys. Fucking hilarious. Hilarious. It's this guy. I think he's like famous from Vine or something. I don't know. I didn't know of him until I didn't know of him until watching that video or watching that channel. So I don't know. But he's famous from something. That skate video. I gotta show you that shit. Show me that shit.
I have some My Apartamento videos that I was supposed to show you from fucking 2 years ago. The hardest inspo you get off of that shit. I have 5,000 songs, 5,000 fucking K-pop.
Who's trying to do a power spin?
What's it called? We have a bunch of videos to show each other. We need to we're trying to inspire y'all. We're constantly putting each other onto the best shit ever. It's so lit, you guys.
For real.
Get you a sibling. Get you a oh, it's so great, you guys. Man, if we feel this way in a situation where it's not even lit, then imagine. You guys don't even know.
Imagine if the situation was fucking lit.
I know,
I mean, it is lit, low key.
Yeah, we really are making the best of it. We really, really are. And then we're gonna go to somewhere, and then we're gonna come back, and never again am I gonna have a part-time job. Never again is she gonna have a part-time. Well, I mean, I can't say, but that's the plan. Oh my gosh, you guys, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, later. Later.
Oh my god.
I don't have time for that.
Wait,
but you guys
read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Read it. We'll talk more about it later.
If you got anything from this video, please read that motherfucking book. It'll change your life.
Gosh, it will.
It's not a self-help book,
know.
But it'll make you so financially smart, and you'll be like, wow, I'm awake. I'm awoken.
Yeah, be sound. Oh my gosh, I'm so young, and this is okay. I've had this job for less than a year. And I've already felt wow, this is taking up so much of my time. I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be getting from this. This is you're a fool if you have a job and you don't actually need one. I live with my mom. The only thing I have to pay for is toiletries. If you could be making money off of the things you'd like to do and creative processes, do that.
Or at least trying that
I know
shit.
It's scary, kind of, because you're oh, my family,
Listen
what's
up.
it called?
Fuck your family.
For real, fuck your family. Fuck your friends. Fuck your chicken strips. My personal life, and how am I gonna
Hurricane
fuck
Katrina?
that?
More like Hurricane Tortilla.
And if you think you can do both, you know what? Maybe you can. You're not. I'm not.
No,
true.
You, but it's just
but I'm telling you,
it feels or at least for us, we feel dumb as fuck watching so many people our age and younger become actual entrepreneurs off of putting content
successful ones
on YouTube and other places on the internet, and it's I'm not gonna sit here and fucking work my little Chick-fil-A ass and not fucking try. What the hell?
For real though, and you think you can maybe do both, but I'm telling you, my job is getting in the way of the creative things.
When I say Chick-fil-A sucks the life out of your soul,
it really, really does. I got paid today. I don't give a fuck. I had to. Oh my gosh, I hate it. Hate my job. Okay. I really, really hate it. And before we leave California, I'm putting in my 2 weeks, and I'm never going to work fast food again. I never want to have a part-time job again.
For real. It sounds crazy to think. And it sounds crazy to think.
I'm happy that I realized it's so young.
Yeah, but it's if that's the goal, then that's just the goal.
If you want to do that,
we just want to give it our best shot.
We just want to do what makes us happy.
Yeah, because it's just okay, we want to go to California, work during California, also make content with our friends and shit.
I sincerely want to make a video before we leave. I know it sounds wild.
No,
it could be simple as hell.
We could, but we want to make. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay, this is gonna be a wrapping up thing.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna make content with our friends, and then work the whole summer, save a bunch of money, get back here, go to school, keep making content.
Yabba dabba do it on them.
Yabba dabba had a yabba dabba do it on them.
Yabba dabba do it on them.
Just keep seeing where that goes. I mean, at the end of that year, we should be in a position to become special education, or you at least.
Yeah.
Special education fucking assistant
teachers.
Educator
things, yeah.
I'm not yet. I would take me a year after that year, but I'm really good at saving money. I can really.
As long as
when I say I can stretch,
honey,
I can stretch $1, honey. I really can.
Oh my gosh, we have to go, but
I worked for 2 months and I'm still flourishing.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Happy St. Patty's.
It's been bad news.
You're so beautiful. Take it,
You go up, down, up, down. You go up, down, up, down. Shake it fast.
It's yours.